Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark,
And I'm Rob.
and today we're going to talk about the fact that in the playoff game the other day, Sabrina Ionescu got the Caitlin Clark treatment. We just want to know how it felt. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do. We're 4 more subscribers away from getting 5,000. We've only been around since April. We're doing pretty well. And hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next videos. So during the year, because they wanted to hold Caitlin Clark down, she got double teamed and triple teamed, and she still does. And she always gets the best defender, and she's been guarded more closely with more attention than any player, not just any rookie, but any player in WNBA history. So, of course, we've always said, well, we don't know how well she actually played this year because she didn't get the same kind of attention as everybody else. All her numbers would have been better, and she would have played better. Of course, it made her better in some sense because she had to learn more quickly. But it is interesting. I said when we were talking about the Olympic team, Rob, that I said, well, I don't know how to rank her in the league, Rob.
Right.
It's not even fair because look at the type of attention she's getting. Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart, the MVP, anointed MVP and last year's MVP, weren't even being double teamed as far as I could see.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember AK Nation said that Caitlin Clark's the best player in the league, and he took it a step further. He said, we don't know how good these other players are because they're not double teamed like Caitlin Clark all the time. And
Exactly.
that's a good point. It's just an expansion of what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. So, okay, maybe she's not the best player in the league yet. But let's say she was never double teamed, didn't have the best defender all the time. Maybe it might go convince her her numbers would go up so much that they convince her that. But she would still need to improve the defense in my mind for me to call her better than what she got in the MVP voting, which was fourth. But Rob, what did you think about all this?
well, Sue Bird said, I mean, she gave her compliments, but then the thing I didn't like also what she said about it was like she's saying, well, that's you normally would you double team and put pressure on the best players. So I don't think it was actually they were actually focusing in on Caitlin Clark and the way she was. I'm going, well, then if that's the case, then why were they doing it to all the other best players in the league? And now, Mark,
well, why.
Now it's the Caitlin Clark treatment. So obviously, it's been going on all year, and people are noticing that. So when they put that in there, I'm like, right. Oh, okay.
Now the reason they didn't do this before to Sabrina Ionescu is because last year's MVP and she was third in this year's MVP voting was Brianna Stewart, but in the first couple of games, Sabrina Ionescu played really well, especially the last game. So they decided to give her a lot of attention, like double team and pick her up 94 feet. And let me give you her numbers for the last game, Rob. She played 30 minutes. She was 1 for 7. She had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 turnovers, and only 4 points. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, Rob. That's quite a change. Imagine if she got the type of attention Caitlin Clark got all year, what would her numbers be?
Right.
So, and I'm not taking anything away from Sabrina Ionescu. She's always, she's one of the few nice people in the league. But yeah. This is what happens when, you start getting that type of attention. And, like the last game where they just covered her normally, she was 9 for 18, 3 for 9 for threes, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. And only 2 turnovers and 24 points. Big difference, Rob, when you're not getting double teamed and triple teamed. Oh, gee, I wonder if anybody who thinks Caitlin Clark is overrated took notice of this, Rob.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, it's the Caitlin Clark effect. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, so just imagine if she didn't get that type of treatment, or how she would have started out.
Right. And even in game 1, Rob, she was 9 for 15. She shot over 50%, 3 for 6 from threes. And she had 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, and 21 points. So her last game was way, way, way worse than the other games. And again, I'm not taking away from anything from her. This is what happens when you get the type of attention Caitlin Clark got all year. And so all the haters and doubters and stuff like that, especially the ones that were saying it in the first nine games, they were 1-8. Caitlin Clark had a bunch of turnovers and wasn't shooting great. They were all saying the same thing. I go, how do you know how good she is? That's what I kept saying.
She was a bust. She was a one-trick pony. She was a bust.
They did lighten up a little bit second half of the year, and I think that's because Kelsey Mitchell got hot. Aaliyah Boston was playing better, so they couldn't always focus on Caitlin Clark because she was burning them with passes when she got double teamed. She learned from it and she got better, but she still gets more attention than everybody else. Even in the All-Star game, they picked her up.
Yeah, they double. Yeah, those things they double team. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
But in the playoffs, Rob, they gave her a lot of attention. They were double teaming her at times and trapping her. They were picking up for 94 feet in both the games that she played. Of course, she didn't get any calls, so she would have got more points and assists and stuff like that. But she didn't get any calls because heaven forbid if the refs actually give Caitlin Clark the benefit of any calls.
And Super's right. I mean, and Super's right. That's part of the basketball. I would. I mean, if I was coaching, yeah, I'm going to say she's the best player on the team. In fact, I did that. I had one player. That was the best player on the team. I said, okay, we're going to double team this ball player and let the other players try to beat us. Especially when you're coaching at a lower level, like 7th and 8th grade or 6th grade, and you only have that one player. It's a lot easier to do that. It's like double team him or double team her because she's the player.
Well, I want to see A'ja Wilson be double teamed next year because she hasn't shown me that she's a great passer yet. And she's got good teammates around her. So let's see what happens when people start double teaming her next year. She's the reigning MVP. That gives them a reason to do it, right?
I wonder if coaches are going to adapt that. That's going to be now their thing. We need to do the Caitlin Clark treatment to this player. It's going to be the new buzzword for him next year.
Well, it will be interesting to see what happens when Paige Becker comes in the league. What kind of treatment she gets, Rob? How much double team and triple team she gets? Because supposedly some people say she's the more complete player than Caitlin Clark. And she's a good passer, but not at the same level of Caitlin Clark. But she can score, so you have to worry about her scoring. So you can see why you might double team and triple team her. So we'll see what happens next year. I doubt she's going to get the same amount of attention, Rob. I'll bet you $1 million that I don't have. So let us know what you think. Did you find this interesting that someone finally did it to another guard besides Caitlin Clark? And, why don't they ever do it to Chelsea Gray, the point guard? And I do want to ask Rob, what name can we give Caitlin Clark since they've already given Chelsea Gray point guard? And what's higher than a point guard?
The point goddess?
Point goddess. Okay. All right. I'll take that. How about the point goat? I guess we'll have to call her the point goat or the goat point. Because they're
point setter?
Give her her flowers, Rob.
Right.
Anyways, let us know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do. We're 4 subscribers away from 5,000, and we need your help if you haven't subscribed yet. If you have, thanks a lot for your support.
Appreciate it.
We have a normal live show every Monday, except for major holidays, 6 to 8 Eastern time. Join us for that. You can call in, so that's pretty cool. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to donate to this channel, there's super chats and super thanks down below, and there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in our next video.
Peace out.